Hello, I'm Caves from Recoil Small Engine. Sorry I have not posted in a while. I took the summer off posting just to get projects ahead. I was running out of projects. This chainsaw, unfortunately, is going to be rehomed just to bring new stuff in. So I'm going to do a video that I've been wanting to do for a while on this channel, and that is winterizing a chainsaw. What do you do to put your saw away for the winter, get it ready? That's a question I think everybody should have. So first thing I do is I just pop this cover off. I don't know what yours is. Mine's a 1/2 inch. So I'll just break these bolts loose, these 1/2 inch bolts. Oh, I got them tight. There we go. So I just, there'll be a video coming out actually, probably Friday. This one's up, I think, Wednesday or Thursday morning. I can't remember. I don't know when I'll have it up, but Friday, I'm hoping to have the video out where we do the last and final review on this trail link. I think I'm going to buy another one for a steel saw I have. So that'll be that. And yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this YouTube channel so far. If you have, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And we're on our road to 100 subscribers. We're at 63, so see how many we get. There'll be a shorts video uploaded before this one on the talking about the last review of this trail link chainsaw chain. I don't know why that was so difficult, but it was because I don't have a chainsaw wrench. Okay, so this is a heavy saw. These saws are manufactured to only have a 15-inch bar on them, but you can run, if you have the right pitch, you can use an 18-inch on these Husky 350s. Will it hurt it? No. They just put a 15-inch bar on there to market it. These saws new are about a little over $500. So, used, you're better off. This is a good, healthy, strong engine. We still got a decompression valve right here. You kind of need it to start this saw because it's got a fair amount of compression behind it. We're just setting these bolts aside. This cover comes off, and you can see this is why we winterize our saws. You can see all this and that. That all has to be taken out. What I'm going to do is just pop this off, slide this bar chain off, and clean each individual component. I'm going to probably do a time lapse on me cleaning this saw. I just want to show you what to do. Again, I'll have to do a time lapse because the video will be like 45 minutes long of me just cleaning. So I'm going to start the time lapse of me cleaning this thing up. Get it all cleaned up. I probably will end the time lapse, go blow it off with an air compressor. I'm working on getting one here in the bus, but we'll probably blow it off, and then I'm going to wipe it all down, spray it all down, and then yeah. So this is the last look at our trail link. We'll have another one on the channel because I'm buying one or two more. Not decided yet. Anyhow, I'm going to get this time lapse a-rolling, so hope you guys... I will come back in the end once we have the saw cleaned up, and we'll talk about some of the features and why these saws are so good. Anyhow, I will catch you guys in the time lapse. So the next thing I always do with when winterizing a chainsaw, not a lot of people tell you this, but I got this little white dental tool. It's got a mirror on one side. You can see the camera stand set up there. But you always want to run like a flat screwdriver. And do you see what's... Let me see if I can... Yeah, see, look at what's coming out of this bar and chain. And that's what makes your bar and chains overheat, is that crap that's on this right here. Let me zoom in, and I do that again, and I run that through probably 5 or 6 times before it's doing anything. So I'll come here from the bottom, and I'll work my way up. See this, what's all coming out? That stuff needs to come out so that your bar does not overheat. Makes your bar last longer. So I'll zoom back out and I'll clean this bar. And then I'm going to grab a towel here quick, and we're just going to wipe this bar down. And then I'm going to show you some extra tips here on making sure your bar does not overheat, because once your bar overheats, it's finished because you fried it. Nothing important here if you can't see, because I'm just cleaning the bar up. And so yeah, if you hear the quad running in the background, that's my brother driving around, so don't mind that. I should have shut the door maybe, I guess, hey? But yeah, we'll get this bar cleaned off. Okay, so now we're gonna clean the rest of the inside of this bar here. So we'll come down this other side from the top, and we're gonna work our way down and popping all this junk out of here. This is literally it. I also do it with a flat if I have one that fits, which that one doesn't fit, so that's why we're using this, cleaning this out. And then there will be a little port on the inside where the oil comes through right in these. So when we stick it in, we need to make sure that on this guy, actually these are the oil ports here, so you can see the oil port is here. And if it doesn't oil the chain, then we're done for. Again, it fries our system. There we go. So that's a pretty clean bar. Just going to run over it. And that's how you clean your bars for the winter, is get all that gunk out of there. On the saw, I blew off with an air compressor, and I mean that's as clean as she's probably going to get. Wipe it down a little bit here quick, and then one thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to get this plug. Oh, I always take the plugs out and I clean the spark plugs on these saws too, but right now I got to grab my air hose quick. And sorry about that, I gotta plug into my air compressor to blow off this gap there. Noise alert. I just take the hose right off back and forth and only put it on when I need it. Yeah, so I'm gonna grab our spark plug wrench, and we're gonna grab that guy, a socket I should say, not a wrench. Might be a 5/8, so I just use a regular, I think it is a 5/8, no, that's the bigger one. So that would be, do I have the real deal spark plug wrenches? I do not. There you go. So for those of you who don't, follow this saw, the oil that I was running was mixed on the heavier side. So I'm fully anticipating, yeah, this plug is horrible. So I'm going to clean it up, wipe it down, and get your plugs clean as you can get them for winter time. I should have, I mean, that's probably as clean as I'm going to get it. I'm going to pull this. Okay, so that all this yuckiness is out of the cylinder. Sorry if you guys can't see. So we're going to screw this back in. Clean it. We cleaned it. I usually take a wire brush to them. I unfortunately at this second I do not have a wire brush. So we just wipe it off. There you go. And ideally I would put a new plug in this, but I know it'll run good off its usual plug. Another thing, we're just gonna quickly wipe down some of the surfaces, you know. Another surface to wipe down is our regular this guy chain. Well, it's the chain brake system is in this. This would be like your cap for your chainsaw. So I'm gonna get in here quick and clean this out. I hope you guys liked that little time lapse of me getting the saw clean. I hope to do more editing stuff kind of like that. I think it's fun. So yeah, unfortunately I have no audio, so that's obviously where I'm coming. So it was just music over it. I might do a voiceover actually in that. May have. Anyhow, let's get this cleaned up. Let's as clean as you can get it. This is your chain brake system. So just get it clean. Get the majority of the chain bar oil out of this side. If you are gonna put it away for the winter, you should empty the gas and the oil out. Just dump them out. And just put wipe out the oil tank if you can. I mean, you're not going to get every ounce of oil. And blow out the fuel tank so that it's dry. And normally I would show you that, but this saw is up for sale. So I'm just cleaning it, and I have to leave the gas in it to start it to show somebody, right? So I'm not going to tell you how much it's up for sale for unless you're interested. If you are, email me at recoilsmallengine@gmail.com and we'll talk. Otherwise, if it's a fan that does email me about it, I can do my initials on the saw, and you guys can have a saw with my initials on it. I'm not going to give it away. You'll have to buy it from me, obviously. Again, I live in Alberta, so if you're from Alberta, contact me, and we'll have to chat. Okay, so now next step is you got to clean your chain. Your chains can get nasty, and all I do is I just hold them and I just wipe them from the inside out all the way around, and that just gets any old sawdusty oil off of it and gets it ready. So saw goes back together, and then we're going to talk about some of the features this saw has. So I hope you guys have been enjoying the video so far. If you have, that is amazing. Okay, chain bar, we're showing you how to test these. Now normally, people will say that you should flip your bar and chain so that it doesn't get hot and burn. But if you clean out that spot in your saw that I showed you, this gap here, you'll have no problem with that. And you shouldn't have to turn your chain or your bar every time you change your oil, or I've heard people tell me that, and that goes if you are running an old saw, that has lots of age to it and lots of wear and tear, then I would agree and say yes. This saw is new enough that we do not need that done. So this saw tension's right here. Get that on. Okay, like so. We'll put this cover on, and I'm going to show you how to what tension your chainsaw chain should be at. There we go. Where did my nuts go? There's one. And there's the other one. So I always clean the nuts before I put them back on for winter time. I'm going to clean this saw here a little more. I mean, it's a used saw. I mean, it's not brand new, but like I say, if you want it, I will put my signature on it, but it could be gone 3 days after this video's up, so you never know, right? Yeah, so I just give it a good cleaning once, just a good once over cleaning. Everything needs that, even your house, Now, I've had these saws before. This is not my first one. I've had these saws before where I've actually repaired one that had no compression, and it was this decompression valve. There's an O-ring on it in the back, and it was broken, so it was just leaking by compression. So the saw had no compression, which is interesting. Again, I didn't film that because I wanted to get it done. I'm hoping to turn on the camera for almost every repair I do for customers and just anything I do around the yard for repair work. So this one here tensions. You can see the little tensioner screw right here. So some of them tension from behind. This one's been converted. I don't know if it was like that from factory. All the ones I've seen all have this. So to tighten your chain, you want to grab your chain. Let me zoom in here because this is valuable information. So pay attention. Put your coffee down for a sec and watch. Okay, so we got that much of a gap. Watch, when I tighten this chain, that gap is going to close. And I'm going to show you where this chain should be tensioned at. Okay, so I just gave it a full turn here. See, you can see those gaps going down. You want it so that when you pull it, the bottom of these teeth right here do not come out like that when you give it a good pull. This one's just a hair loose yet. That's perfect. That's where you want your bars set. See how these teeth do not come out? If I pull really hard, I can get them out. But on a normal pull, they don't come out. That's where you want your chain tension to. And then we just come back and we tighten these bolts up. We just give these bolts their last tension. Make sure our chain tension has not changed in any way. I got a ratcheting wrench whenever this is tight. So, there we go. I love ratcheting wrenches. They're so awesome. Save me so much time and headache of twisting a wrench. Obviously, here I cannot do that. If you guys have enjoyed the video so far, leave a comment saying what your favorite part of the video was. If you have this saw and this helped you winterize your saw, let me know too. I like hearing everybody's stories on how they fix things. If you have a video suggestion, again, throw it in my email inbox, which will be in the description. Just you can look there. My email will be there. So this saw I got in the spring sometime, probably March or April, and I've used it all summer, and now it's time to go for I get in on the fall. Everybody's buying saws right now for fall cleanup. So there's our tension. It's a hair tight, but it'll loosen as we go along. I'm going to put this front cover on. I'm going to end the video here because, I mean, how boring is it watching me put a front cover on a chainsaw? Anyhow, if you guys have enjoyed the video, let me know. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.